Welcome to Brain Vision.
Hello and welcome to this video solution of Numerit. Here it's given that a factory worker pushes a 30 kg crate uh, a distance of 4.5 meters along a level floor at constant velocity by pushing on it horizontally, right? So the mass of the crate is 30 kgs, right? And it has moved a distance of d, which is 4.5 meters along the level floor at constant velocity, right? The coefficient of kinetic friction between the crate and the floor is 0.25. So mu equal to, you have got 0.25, right? Now, what is the magnitude of force that the worker must apply, right? Since it is moving with constant velocity, right? So the force that must be applied should be equal to the frictional force, right? So if you just consider this crate, so here we have the force F and the frictional force will be acting on the opposite direction, right? And the frictional force will be equal to mu mg, right? Or mu times the normal reaction n, which is equal to mg, right? Mu is 0.25, the mass is 30 and g is 9.8 Newton, right? So let's see how much we're getting. 73.5 Newton is the is a force that is applied, right? Now B, how much work is done on the crate by this force B? So the work done will be equal to this force times the distance it covered, right? So it's 73.5 times the distance it covered is 4.5 meters, right? Joules. And this is equal to 330.75 joule, right? How much work is done on the crate by friction? So work done by friction will be equal to the frictional force times the distance d, right? So it will be simply negative of 330.75 joules now, because if you see here, the frictional force is acting to the left while the displacement is to the right, right? So it will be negative work. Next, d is how much work is done by the crate by the normal force. The work done by the normal force will be equal to 0, and the work done by gravity will be equal to 0, right? Because they are acting perpendicular, right, to the displacement. And the total work done on the crate E. Total work done will be equal to net force times the displacement. Now the net force is equal to 0, because if you see, the force that is applied is balanced by the frictional force, right? So the net force is 0. So the work done will be 0 in this case. I hope this is clear to you, and have a very good rest of the day. Thank you.